And here we are. Hello guys, hello guys. You see this mess, but I am fixing it. I just came a bit late for this live, but in general I discovered that everything I did in graphics was completely a mess yesterday. I mean, today was completely a mess, so I had to fix everything. So here we are, and fixing everything. But yeah, I mean, luckily it was kind of easy stuff. So, okay, we are here. And let me, okay, fix also that thing. Oh, I am, okay. I think this is fine. We're waiting for Luca for start the game. And yeah, just a second, I need to fix my fan. Okay. Okay, we are here. I think this is fine. Okay. We're waiting. Okay, good, 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 good. Everything is okay. Audio check is okay. The live is not okay because it, okay, sometimes it disappears. It sometimes will disappear the screen of Luca, I think, because it happened also just before when I was trying to do some checks. So it might be some problems, but anyway, yeah, hope that it won't affect so much the game. It was starting, we're waiting that 5:15 Italian time to start this game because we have 15 minutes of delay. Yeah, again, there is this issue today, so it does not want to work. Hope now it fixes, but I don't know. I don't think so. And before starting, I want to let you see the game of yesterday, because yesterday I closed the no, okay, then okay, we cannot do anything. Okay, so if now in this way it works. Hello Regino, hello. Let me check if in this way it works in cinema modality. Okay, let me check if this works. Okay, I'm very happy. Okay, what happened yesterday? Yesterday happened this. Luca went for a good game, I think. Not the best in beginning. It was slightly better, then slightly worse. Then this end game was good for him. I have the impression that he didn't know exactly what to do, but he went for a double attack. He took a good advantage. But yeah, for Luca, yeah, he got a draw in this position. That wasn't that nice, I think, in my opinion. The reason is we will see now. We will see now while we wait to start the game. Oh, I have an issue here. Okay, let me fix the bar. Okay. And the problem is here that, okay, he managed to get this this position. Well, I don't know how exactly to win this, but the fact is I am having exchange up. I can do anything I want. I trade this knight. I'm very happy about that. And after the rook enters, yeah, it is winning. Good plan to take h2. And now, yeah, he tries to trade the rook. He doesn't allow this. And the problem happened here, because after that, he cannot, oh, sorry, he cannot take the pawn because he loses the bishop. But here, what happened? What happened here? Oh, come on. Sorry, I'm a bit arguing with the screen of YouTube that it blocks. Okay, here, what happened? Happened that Luca, I don't know why, I don't know how it happened, but he took that pawn. And now, there's bishop d2 check, and he loses the rook. I don't know why he did this. I really don't know why. It's okay also to take this bishop. It's okay, because I take this pawn, and yeah, that's just winning. But yeah, this is quite easy to win, because I can just go to rook a3, and block the king to go from going here. Then I don't know, maybe some going back with the rook and trying to do something like that, attacking before. Everything is good. Everything is good. I mean, there's very few moves that it leads us in a losing position. I think this is the worst one was possible, because other moves also this, okay, this one maybe is okay, rook h4 maybe is the worst one, but this is the second worst because we at least take a pawn. And the problem here is that after that bishop g2, now it is draw the position, because his king, the king of Luca, is so much active that it's very difficult to stop. In fact, the engine says now that it's winning with rook takes a2. I saw yesterday some lines where, okay, this can be considered winning because this bishop c6 and rook is trapped here, and now it's winning. But yeah, that's kind of difficult to find this, because after this I had to give the bishop, and now the end game is lost. But yeah, after that one, he played the rook d1, and then after rook stops the pawn, now it is draw, because I cannot prevent the rook from taking this pawn if I stop the pawn here. So I need to, give perpetual check, because if I go here to avoid checks, there is still rook check, and I go giving perpetual, because yeah, here there is bishop d5 check, and I lose the pawn. So yeah, there is no attempts to make for black for playing for a win, and also white is very danger now, so he cannot properly play for something better than a win here. So the only chance was with rook takes a2, but yeah, that was pretty risky, I would say. With 7 minutes, okay, that's not so clear. Now, I think we can start the game with 15, so maybe they started the game and they haven't started yet the game. Hi Will, hi Baisa, hi Baisa. Yeah, there is some problems on the screen. I hope that will solve here the problem of this live. Okay, maybe if the video goes, it can be slightly better. I really don't know. I hope so, because it would be a bit of pity if there is no screen, there's no video, because there is this bug in YouTube that in general blocks the OBS. So yeah, that's a bit. Meanwhile, while we wait, I just okay, d4. Okay, we can start. Okay, d4, and we see what his opponent will play. No, okay, nothing. Okay, we cannot do anything for this live. Come on. No. Okay. c4, Queen's Gambit. We see now how she will respond. She's thinking a bit. Just remembering maybe the lines. Okay, e6, the main line. Now, well, knight c3. Okay, usual Queen's Gambit stuff. And now we will see if she will play something normal like knight f6, or yeah, knight f6. Okay, knight f6, and now okay. If I press here, there's some problems. There's some problems on this live. Come on. Okay, exchange variation for Luca. He plays the exchange variation, and I think she will take with the pawn. I hope so, because we have a Carlsbad structure, and a very big fan of Carlsbad structure, because there will be some very good plans. Okay, good knight pawn takes, because if it was with this, we would have played this position that is theoretically good for general. It's good for theory. This takes, bishop b4, bishop d2, takes, queen takes, short castle, rook c1, b6, and now we are in a very common position. It's very famous, this position. A lot of grandmasters have prepared this line for black for trying to holding a draw with someone. In general, they can hold the draw, but it's a very suffering game because, I mean, they don't have the center. White has a good initiative. There are some games where White sacrifices the d-pawn, pushing on d5, e takes d5, and then he doesn't play e takes d, but plays e5 to block this bishop, to say this bishop, okay, you are trapped in here, to avoid the knight to go to f6. In general, there are some very good, very powerful attacks with bishop takes h7 and similar stuff. Okay, I cannot see any game, so okay, nothing. And yeah. Unfortunately, I cannot do anything. Yeah, it disappears immediately, so I try one thing. I try to reset the live. I mean, the... and maybe it's this? No. Okay. Let's see if this will work. I hope it works, because okay. Oh, sorry. I had to fix a bit live. Okay, in fact, I saw, look at with jacket. Okay, c takes, knight f3. Now I have to fix again. Okay, come on. Okay, go with comments. Knight f3, and now, okay, but let's go back to the main position. Okay, no, there are issues. No, there are issues today. Today we cannot stream the live. Come on. That's pretty annoying, this. I cannot stream properly. Come on. I don't know why do I have these problems today. I really don't know. Yesterday went everything so well, and today if I go here on just.com, it disappears the thing. So yeah, I hate when it happens. And last year happened, so not last year, no, I made a live 2 years ago and this happened, so it's a bit annoying. So knight f3, bishop e7, and we are here for 1, 2, 6. Why are we stuck here? It's black to move, but she played this, so what is happening now? I think that live is a bit confusing. Okay, he played bishop f4. Okay, now she's thinking in 2 minutes, so we can go further. 45. Okay, 15. Okay, 15. Yeah, there is. There are some issues for the live. I'm really sorry, guys, but it's not my fault. Yesterday, I did the same thing yesterday, and happened this problem. So yeah, it's very funny, very not fun. Okay, that's not funny at all. Not funny at all, but this thing happens. Ciao, Matteo. Okay. Yeah. I go on chess.com, I go away from YouTube, and this happens. Let me check if this can work. Nothing. This works. No. Come on. Let me try something like this. This happened. This works. Okay. No, doesn't work. Doesn't work. Let me go back normally. With right proportions. Nothing. Okay. Okay, I hate when this happens. I hate when this happens. So, okay. She cancelled. Okay. Let's talk about the game. I think it's better. Luca played the Queen's Gambit exchange variation. We are here in this card, but I in general don't like this move order for Luca's side. From Luca's side, the reason is that you don't give your opponent real problems. We give opponent problems playing bishop g5. We are threatening to attack this bishop and forcing bishop e7. I mean, why black wants to play bishop e7, okay, but we are not giving him the chance, in this case her, the chance to go to d6 with the bishop, because there is, okay, now it's impossible because there is bishop check, and okay, but in general we are kind of forcing this position, and we are happy for white. And the main thing for this position is that, if you see, we're not developing this knight yet. The reason is that after castle, bishop d3, we wait because we want to wait, to be flexible, to don't show our cards to our opponent. Maybe we know that we want to develop my knight in f3, but maybe we want to put this knight in e2. And our opponent might do something that the setup allows us to go with a knight to e2. There are some plans, for example, queen c2, knight e2, and long castle, or knight e2, short castle, and f3, e4. And this is very interesting game. It's very interesting, very sharp lines where white castles long and black attacks the king, but also white attacks the king. So it's a race on who attacks first. So this is the very pros of this line. I generally like these positions for this thing. We see the structure will be after e3 c6. It will be very a double-edged game because white wants to attack on the queen side and black wants to attack on the king side. In these positions, I prefer to be black because I'm pretty experienced in this position. But anyway, that's what anybody wants to play what they want. Luca wants to play this, and it's fine. I mean, it's a good position. Also, Grandmasters play, so yeah, that's obvious that it cannot be bad. We see now some statistics on Luca's opponent, because Margarita Ribeiro played okay against almost all Portuguese guys except to Luca today, and a Turkish guy. I don't know if you see here something. Yeah, okay. She lost in the first round. No, it was better before. Okay. She lost on the first round, also in the second round against to 1018. Okay, so people more rated than her, that is 1587. Then she won against an unrated, then won against 1763, then lost against 1740, lost to 1774, won against 1517. So she's gaining like 2 points, and it's she is okay. She's 15 years old, and but she's performing quite well in the last tournaments. She did okay, plus 88, so plus 2Ks with 1500 is pretty. I want to say easy to go up, but it's easy to grow because some 1700 might have a bad game, bad day, and they might perform very poorly, and you just gain like 30 points with K40. As we see here, she gained 30 points, and that's very, yeah, that's impressive. Very good tournament, I think, for sure. But I wouldn't say that is so difficult, I would say. So it is very difficult to keep this streak and continue to improve, because in general is difficult, is kind of easy to have a good tournament. It's not easy to have a good progress. In fact, she had a good progress here. We see from her rating. Okay, she lost the ELO in 2022, but yeah, she was 11 years old. Okay, it makes sense that she entered with a low ELO and lost the ELO, but now she seems to get a good improvement. She went to 1635 and then she dropped a bit. As I said before, it's easy to have a good moment, but it's difficult to maintain it. And for for a 14-15-year-old kid, is kind of difficult to do this. So yeah, it's difficult to maintain a good consistency, and yeah, also I speak also for a personal experience. As we see, my ELO plot, it is very, when I was younger, a mess. This was my plot. You see, we are here in I entered with 1643. That wasn't deserved at all. Wasn't deserved at all. I lost a lot. Then I gained. Then I lost. Then I gained. Then I lost. Then I gained. Then I lost. Then I gained a bit. Then I lost. Lost. Then I gained, and now I lost a few points in Sardinia because I am stupid. But yeah, this is. So when I was younger, I understand perfectly the fact of not being consistent because, yeah, I was so inconsistent, so inconsistent. But anyway, we are talking about this game. We will see if both players will play a faster game. I hope so, because I don't want... this is why I did not play Queen C2 immediately. Could Black play Bishop F5? Yes. Bishop F5 is an idea. In general, is a good idea, but has some drawbacks, because White can go for Queen B3 here. It's not a problem, because he's very behind on development, so taking on B7 is so risky. But in general, there are some weaknesses here, and it depends what Black can do. We can play Bishop F5, yes, for sure. But I prefer with other structures, I would say. For example, I like Bishop F5 in this Janowski, the stuff I play, forcing Karlsbad, because if you play Knight F3 now, I just take and I pawn up, I defend with B5, and I'm very fine. After e takes, Knight F3, Bishop C6, here we change this, Bishop F5. Now Queen B3 is not so a problem, because we can play B5, and it's fine now, but because we can play B5. In this position, we cannot play B5. Or, yeah, I in general prefer this setup, to play Knight BD7, Rook E8, Knight F8, something more solid and more, I would say, quiet. Yeah, I would say this. Now, Luca's opponent played, what played? There is some issues on this streaming, I think, because Luca's opponent has already played something. Or no? No, E3? E3? Yeah, he played E3. So, okay, there might be some issues on this live, maybe? Because she's reached 23, 1 hour 23, but none of those players have this time. No, okay. No, okay, there are some issues on YouTube, okay. Okay. Unfortunately, yeah, we have some issues. This video is blocking, and it's not what we want at all. So I'm very sorry, I hate this, but I don't know how to solve because I am aware of this problem and I don't know how to solve. And it's a big problem because I know that is an issue that video can block, but yesterday it didn't happen this. And I don't know how to treat because I just made anything I could and nothing happened. So yeah. Yeah, video stops, so we cannot do anything here. If I go on EBS, it's fine, but if I go on the other Chrome page, this happens. Let me try one last thing. I want to try one last thing. Because I can't stand that we cannot see the video if this happens. Okay, maybe. Okay, so we say goodbye to this live. And I will just check here if we can maybe in this way. Okay, I just changed browser and it seems to work. I hope that works. I hope so. Okay, now I think it works. And I'm very happy about that. I hope it. Yes, no, again, no, come on. I was so happy about that. I was so happy. Maybe if I change some proportions. Not knight h5. Okay, no. Come on. Okay. Okay. Good. Very, very good. Okay. Lucas' opponent plays c6 is the normal stuff. I usually play with black. Now I speak for black. I'm on the black side just a bit for this setup because I know quite well with black. Here it's very good to play for. Okay, now there are some games like h6, for avoiding bishop to go to g5, but in general the bishop in f4 is slightly less well placed compared to g5. The reason is because, okay, there can be some tricks. For example, here, I don't know, queen c2, here, short castle. If I play something like that, there is knight takes d5, and this is a very famous trap, and my queen is gone. So I lost one game one time, classical, playing knight e4 too early without playing knight f8. I didn't know why knight f8 was important, and after this I discovered the reason. I had to play like knight f6, and then I lost the central pawn, and this position is completely hopeless. No, I wanted to play maybe knight here, maybe I played, I played 96. I don't remember exactly, but I lost very badly. And it wasn't when I was, I would say, amateur in the beginning. It would happen like 6-7. Okay, not 6-7, please, not 6-7. Like, no, it was in 2018. Yeah, 2018, and I was playing it since 2015. So in the third, fourth year of chess of myself, and when I was playing a lot, I had to make a lot of experience, and this was one very bad. But in general, I like this setup because after, okay, queen c2, rook e8, short castle, knight f8. Here, my threat is to go h3 is important to avoid bishop to go to g4, to try to avoid that bishop goes somewhere. But yeah, knight g6, bishop goes there, bishop d6. This is a game. I played, I think, a game with this move order, I think. And I don't remember, but I played a game in this move order in 2020. I don't remember. In 2020, I don't remember. Let me check, because I remember a game for myself with this. It was in a team championship in 2022, maybe? 2022, yeah. It was in 2022. And that was pretty interesting, because I won pretty easily against an opponent that, okay, he wasn't playing so much, so okay. But I think I kind of outplayed him quite well. I'm pretty happy about my game. What was my game? In fact, did we see if it loads? I let you see my game. It's a spoiler of what will happen in few years, because I make a video per week for the series of my first tournaments. Okay, it just stops the live. Okay, but it was yeah, he started, but he started with bishop g5, so that was another game. It was kind of another game. So yeah, knight c3, knight f6, c takes, and then bishop g5. He played this move order that I think is slightly better for white, because he just puts pressure. Yeah, maybe d7, this at f3, e8, short castle, this, and h3, h3, knight f8, and now after h3, that is called a type of variation. This one, this line, I played 94. 94 is the main line here. There are some, okay, not the main line, I would say, because there are other teams like bishop e6 and similars, but 94 is yeah, it's a second play after g6 and bishop e6. I played this line, I remember, like 4 times classical in the last years, in the last year classical, because everybody played me when I was black Queen's Gambit this line, so I got a bit experience in that line. After 94, I play bishop f4, and then f5. I consolidated my knight, and after this, he played bishop h2. In general, it's better to play 95, place the knight here in the center, play f3 to put this knight, to say to this knight, hey, move away, goodbye. After this, I play with my normal plan, that is 96, and maybe do something like that. Bring pieces on the king side, and something will happen. In general, in these positions, the main teaching I can give you is you have to attack on the king side, place pieces on the king side, and something good will for sure happen in certain time. So this is my hand. After this, he played a3 to start the minority attack, but it's a bit slow after bishop d6. He took the here in d6. It's bad. It was better, I think, to play for before, to try to attack again here, to ignore my attack, because my pieces, okay, are not that well placed, I would say. So I didn't do my job very well, but I think that's the line that is not so correct in my opinion, because after bishop f4, we have like 77% of wins by white, so it's not very good line, I think, for black. In fact, I changed. I don't play this anymore. It's very, if white wants to play for a win, he can play for a win, but he can hold the draw pretty easily, so I changed the line. And before, my knight is very well placed here to stop the minority attack. Bishop d7, so you cannot push here, because I just simply take the pawn after c takes, and then, yeah, I have some good initiative here. I maybe don't attack anymore here on the center, on the king side, sorry, but I have a good c5 open. So he played a4 to improve the presence of this, but after rook c8, queen b1, he played, I don't like this move. He wants to remove the pressure on this c-file, but this knight is no longer protected. So knight e4, rook c1, and now knight h4 to try to change this attack, this defender with my knight that wasn't doing anything good, I would say. And the problem is that after knight takes, queen takes, there is some issues here. If he takes, it's very bad because I have all my pieces here and he's just stuck here, and that's not good. And if he does like something like that, I just rook lift my rook, and I am very happy for this, and I have very good chances of attack. And in fact, he maybe smelt this, and he played knight e5. But the problem of knight e5 is that there is queen g5, and now it made in very few moves, because after bishop f1, I have a very good trick that, okay, that's not a trick, but I just found a mate. That was knight f3, he cannot take, and there is a knight f2 mate, and the king is trapped, so I had to remove this defender. That is rook takes e5. If he takes, it's mate in 2, as we see here. And okay, and after this, I just took a piece, and knight takes, rook takes, and I'm piece up. And after a couple of moves, he resigned, because after this rook here, he just got also double, and yeah. He resigned here, and it was a very important game, because this allowed us to win against one of the most important teams in our group. That was Perugia, I think. It was Augusta Perugia, I think. Yeah, yes, it was Perugia. And we ended, this was our last round, we ended in 3rd place behind Perugia and Ancona. And unfortunately, it wasn't enough to advance to A1, because we were in A2. But anyway, we performed quite well as a team. We consolidated the team, because it was important, this, for consolidating the team, because it was the first year with me in the squad. So yeah. Going back to here, we see what happened in the game. Okay, knight b7. Okay, usual stuff. Okay, we see that white can play with different move orders. It can play without bishop d3 now, so they can do anything. They really can do anything. And yeah, while we wait, I think I will pause for like like 10 minutes for bringing some water, because I have this and a glass of water, but I'm drinking so much. It's very hot today, and yeah, I think slight pause might be good. Anyway, if you have any questions or any kind of questions, just ask me, because I don't know what to do in this life in general. It's a classical game when I have to see only this game. I can check out the games. We will check out the games for sure. But if you have any suggestions, any questions, just tell me something, because if no, I just stay here in my room talking for 3 hours. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. So if you want to talk a bit, to chat a bit, I'm here. So yeah. If you have any questions, I'm here. Also in Italian. If you want to say something in Italian, is fine. I mean, I will answer in English, because life is in English, but I mean, okay. You can text me also in French, because I know French, and I'm learning Russian, because I studied in high school Russian. I'm still learning, and if you want to write something Russian, I hope to be able to read it. I don't know if I can understand what is meant. I don't think I can answer in Russian. I'm pretty sure about that. But I can read and I can understand some words, and I'm pretty happy about that. Anyway, while we're waiting, because there's nobody on the chessboard here now. Yeah, there's nobody on the chessboard. I think I will get a bit a pause, and we will see in I don't know, some minutes. And yeah, so okay, I leave you with the live, and I hope that won't disappear anymore. So yeah, see you in few minutes. Okay, here we are back. Okay, good, what happened? Oh, oh. Here happened this. It happened the trap, what I did. That is this trap, and Lucas' opponent fell into it. Wow. He played bishop d3, h6, shot castle, and as I said before, now rook e8 is a problem for knight to b5. Come on. Okay. Hello, Barbaretto. Hello. Okay, I close the window because there is some problem. And now, if she takes, there is this, and the queen is gone. And the other alternative is not very comfortable because after this there is 97, and yeah, there is double attack. According to engine, the best line is knight c5. That is very interesting because my threat is okay. I'm losing. Let's take this bishop and stop. I mean, after here, I take e3, take, and knight e4. I place my knight in d4. I at least have bishop pair. And after this bishop f5, this knight cannot go somewhere. If I go there, there are some problems after 96. Queen. Yeah, there is a very good tactic, long line to calculate. It's a forcing line, so not this. So maybe she can find something like that, but you have to find that one. And I'm very curious to see how he reacts to knight b5, because now he's thinking now to knight b5. He's thinking, he thinks, and yeah, he's calculating everything, and it seems fine. He's saying, okay, maybe it is fine, maybe it is this, and it is that, yeah. And he plays this. It's ready, it's hot, and let's go for it. And now his opponent realizes that maybe rook e8 is a mistake, because now, yeah, we see now the face that is not the face that someone that expected this move for sure. But as I said before, to know this trap, or you know this trap, or you fall into it. And she did like me. She fell into it. Let's go back here now. Luca, yeah, went for a walk because he knows that this thing is very good for him. And now I want to show why she thinks, because I think it would be very, very long thing, in my opinion. Voila. Let me check if I can see this video. Okay, it will be a long thing. Oh no, she did rook f8. Okay, she did rook f8. Okay, interesting move. But wait, rook f8 is the live a bit displaced? Okay. Rook f8, and now it is a winning position for Luca. I'm very curious to see how it will continue this game, because now rook f8, in fact, is I think is a very good practical choice in my opinion. She's not very happy about that for sure, but now this thing is okay, but has some problems because, okay, there is still this threat, and it's not very easy to know how to solve this fact. But there is actually nothing that white can do for taking this rook, because if I go here, you take, and I get the 2 bishop, 2 pieces for a rook, and 2 pieces for a rook is better. So yeah, the best line is this one, and now knight d6. This is the only way that Luca can win this immediately, because, okay, winning immediately not, but to get an exchange immediately. I'm pretty sure that he didn't think about Rook f8, I'm pretty sure about that, because it's very particular line, not very easy to find, I would say, but anyway, yeah. If you know that there's something, there can be something, and in general, in these lines, when knight b5 is available and you can go to c7, it's very rare that nothing happens. Nothing happens. It's very impossible. Not impossible, but it's very strange. Okay, he plays. Okay, he saw it. He saw it. He saw it, and we can go a bit further. Yeah, he says yes with his head, so maybe he felt before something like that. But in general, as I said, if you have the feeling that knight b5 is okay, in general, is okay. You never get wrong in this. You never get wrong, in my opinion. So yeah, it might be a pretty, I don't even say short game, because yesterday we saw with the exchange up, almost losing the game. So yeah, okay, bishop c7. Okay, yeah, he played now bishop c7. Queen is attacked, and 1 3 33. He can go a bit further. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, Luca seems very, I don't know, very sure of what he's doing, and it's logical because he, in fact, knows what he's doing. Let's see if happens something. Well, his opponent is, yeah, very good, good tactic. He saw this, so not that difficult. But if you don't know that there is something, it's not easy, because you might get lost in some calculation like 97 so on. So yeah, that very practical choice, and yeah, I agree with that. Very good choice. So yeah, let's see if he will be able to convert this. Meanwhile, we wait the arrival of his opponent. That she is not coming yet. So yeah, maybe she went somewhere for work. I want to show you the game where I lost. I took the similar trap. That's not very happy for me, but I think that's very instinctive, let's say. I think it's here. Yeah, against Tenkati, yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. Here we are. Now let's see the game. Okay. Oh, let me go here. Okay. Meanwhile, d45. Yeah, I was black in this game. Bishop d7 takes take. No, not d5. Maybe thanks. Queen c2, c6. e3 short castle. Bishop d3, knight b7. This was the game. 92 here, here, and now as we see in this, he shows a setup with knight g e2, and in fact I didn't remember properly this, but after that I played h5 to do something on the king side, you know, setting up a trap, because this bishop has not many squares to go, so if he plays like a3, I might try something like this. It is not good, because there is still knight takes d5 tactic and I lose the queen. But yeah, I didn't think about that, and I got this knight takes d5. And after knight d6, knight takes, queen takes, and now, yeah, I launched some pieces to do something, but I'm a piece, pawn down, and the pawn is not like a pawn, it is a the pawn, the central pawn that is very worthy. And after this queen here, knight h7, knight there, queen e7. Try to not change pieces, but yeah. Rook cd8, rook e1, b5 to do something. No, seriously, there was rook takes. No, I didn't remember this. I hope I inset wrongly the moves, but I'm pretty sure about not. No, maybe seriously I didn't notice this, or maybe it was a rook d1. Maybe I don't know. No, I didn't believe this. I can't believe. I didn't believe in that. Come on. Maybe I wanted to do something for attack, but there was nothing concrete. I mean, okay, now he lost a bit of advantage. My opponent lost a bit of advantage. Maybe the best choice was to go back with the knight and try to defend. But anyway, yeah, g4, e4, queen d8, d5, knight here. Maybe there was something. Maybe h3, c7, queen f6. I don't know. There was nothing. Okay, he could have been promoting to queen, but he preferred to do this. And then, yeah, with two queens. Okay, I was very low on material here, but I just tried to do, some last chance. And it's not over until it's not real over. And after a few moves, I resigned, because now it is very over. Because after this king f7, king f2, sorry, now I lose the knight, I played queens. No, that's not very good for me. So yeah, that wasn't that good game in my opinion, but yeah. Okay, 96. Okay, Luca played the move. He saw it, and now performs knight d6. Yeah, also the best get wrong, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. And I'm not the best. But yeah. So now she will take d6. She isn't taking yet. Okay. And now he is an exchange up. Okay. '58 and '51. Yeah. Okay. While she thinks now on what to do, I have an idea. We go check other games. Go check other games to see how it is going, the tournament of top players. Just to, do something. Let's see our first of all, let's see opponent of Luca of yesterday. Luca's opponent of yesterday. Okay, it was a random system, and he is black. He played this line. Okay, this. Okay, maybe it's better trading, because this bishop might go there. Here is not that safe. This effectively he plays h5, and now is a bit risky. Because I cannot take because of this, and there are some mate threats, so maybe it's better to not play this. Okay. this happens when you underestimate London System's opponent. I mean, London System is known for being not that aggressive opening, but, you know, if you underestimate any opening, there can be some traps, and London System has many traps, many systems that, yeah, you never want to face, to be fair. Now we go to see Andrea Stella, that is Italian Grandmaster. Okay. Queen's Gambit. Okay, he didn't take on d5, so he preferred to go into this line that is similar a Ninja Indian, kind of Ninja Indian. Takes. Okay, now I think he's okay. He's pawn up. His structure is not that good, but it does not allow black to play for b6 and this bishop to put his bishop there. This pawn is not that good, so yeah, I think that yeah, he's slightly better for sure. He has some more activity with pieces, but he's still yet to play. I mean, we are in move 12, so there is nothing concrete now. We see now just some Italians. Where are our compatriots? Okay, no more Italians. There are 2 Italians. I put their games. Now we will see. The game of Andrea Simonetto. So Andrea Simonetto is white here. Sorry, is black. I don't know how to read. So, okay, he played Caro-Kann and f3. Okay. Very interesting, this. Very interesting. f3 is a move that, I mean, you want to transpose into a fantasy variation, yes, but you can do also something else, like e5. I would, as an e5 player, I would play this. After d4 takes, queen takes, I can go with d5, I can play something else. Okay, I would think a bit about what to do with black in this line. I am not very sure about what to do here, but yeah, maybe. Okay, engine suggests, okay, c5. The reason is that f4, okay, we transpose into a Grand Prix. No, I think, yeah, he did the right choice to go for d5, and, you know, if you play d4, it's a fantasy. If you don't play d4, it's not a fantasy. I don't know what is. So, okay. And he was prepared, so maybe it's logical to go here. Okay, 95. I think it is theory. They are playing blitz now. They're okay. Yeah, I think okay. Should on castle, bishop b4. Okay, bishop b4 the first thing. So maybe he now is out of theory. Pretty okay. This line. I mean, fantasy variation is very interesting for both sides. I would say very double edge position. White, as we see, played f3 to go in this strange setup. The knight cannot go here, but it's very aggressive, so yeah, it might be interesting. Black can neutralize this line, and in fact, I think it's not that good for white, but if white is well prepared, might be something useful with this. So yeah. Okay. Now we will see how it will continue. And then let's see Jacopo Gennai. Catalan for Jacopo, for sure. He plays always Catalan, so he's a very expert of these lines. And yeah, C2, B3, okay. This, okay, interesting. Before, not that good move. Yeah, I probably just take this and stop, because before, I don't know, 94. Okay, I can go only on a4, but knight b2. Okay, that's not that easy. It's not that easy, but yeah. Wait a second. There are people see me online on chess.com and they want to send me a challenge, but I cannot challenge. I'm commenting a video, so let me answer. Okay, so yeah, just answer to guy who. There was an Indian guy who asked me for games. There's now another guy who asked me for games, and okay, I'm happy to play, but now I'm commenting the tournament, so it's not what I want. Okay, now a very short analysis of the other games. But let's go back here. What happened next? So, okay, we are back here. Queen here, knight takes. Okay. And we are in this position where Luca has an exchange up. And I think it's the right moment to say to think a bit for to think for the game. Now he has to think for what to play here. Okay, he played UK1. UK1, and now he goes for a walk. Okay, now, yeah, I mean, okay, he's now with the exchange up. He wants to open up this position. Let's see if he won't mess up the position as yesterday and just play something easy. Hope so for him. I hope so. Let's see if this will be okay. If you have any questions, anything, just ask me, because there is nobody in the chat, and you know, it is a bit, boring to comment only alone. So if you want to say something, I'm very happy for that. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. I feel like my teacher when it was COVID, that she told us always to show you, to see how you are beautiful, because it's sad to speak in front of only cameras, only icons. So yeah. Now, yeah, I don't know what to do now. I really don't know what to do. And oh, fun fact, I checked yesterday, after the live, the statistics of what if the what is this free water, I perform well in a tournament, and in the last 3 years, it is yes. If there is water, free water, I gain elo. If there is no free water, I lose elo. In or I just gain few points, but in general, I wasn't happy with the tournament. Maybe I played good. Maybe I gained some elo, but I wasn't happy how I played. So yeah, that's very, curious statistic. Okay. And well, I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. Well. Okay. Mr. Fox, is following the live, and hi, Mr. Fox. Oh, sneeze. Okay, hello, Mr. Fox. Okay, now a plan with 92 f3 e4 is a good plan. I think yes. I think that's not a bad plan. I think in general here the best plan is to open the position and try to use the rook. I'm really not a big fan of going with knight back if we have this square that is available. So maybe 95 is a bit better. But yes, still 92 can be a good option. I'm pretty, yeah. Can be okay, can be okay. I think that in this position, almost all plans are good here. You need just to have a good idea, a good plan. That in general here are all good plans because you have a material advantage. So if you have material advantage, you are not scared about what can happen if you just get a wrong plan, because if you get a wrong plan, what can happen? It just, your advantage, that is decisive advantage, just becomes a very good advantage, and maybe the position is easy. For example, now the plan of 92 e4 maybe is not the best plan, but I don't know what even she can do with this. I need to, but the position but you get a position that you might like. For example, this line I forgot to the default pawn. It's still okay. It's still +2, and here it was +2.5. So for just to understand that this position is very winning in all ways in this case. And the fun fact is, in fact, if we will see the precision at the end of the game. If Luca we don't do any big blunder, it will be a very good game because he got an advantage, and then maybe he just lost something. But engine in general, but the precision in general, is pretty, not penalizing if you make a mistake, but the position was still winning because it's still winning, so it's not penalized a lot. And yeah, I hope that they will move faster. No, I hope they will move faster, but for sure Lucas' opponent must find some plans that allow her to lose quickly, try to hold as much as possible. One plan here, I think, that is, yeah, queen e7, and try to, I don't know, do something. Maybe queen d6, no, maybe queen d6, I prefer, to avoid, the rook pushing e4 that attacks directly my queen. Yeah, maybe would do this, queen d6. Yeah, queen d6 seems reasonable, seems the best option for black now. And here, yeah, we can do anything. We can do anything. 95 is good. I don't know, bishop here. We can play also f4, f5. f3, 4, yes, but if she stays solid, I don't know what to do, so maybe f4 can be an option. Or maybe just a3 before. For example, knight87, we trade this. We can trade because we have an exchange up, and simplifying would be good. And then before to play a4, b5, attacking c6. In fact, maybe instead of rook a1, I would rather prefer to play rook fe1 if you want to push an e4. The reason is that this rook might be useful on b, on c, or on the line, for example, defending d4, or just attacking this, or supporting the minority attack with b4, b5. This is the reason, and yeah, maybe rook fe1 was better plan, maybe. But we will see now. We will see now. Well. I don't know what to comment now. If you have any questions, I am here, I'm available. Just ask me questions. some questions on the positions, some questions on anything. So if not, I just pause a bit. I just need to have some 5 minutes rest on the screen, just for relaxing myself. I will be back in 5 minutes, I think. So I'll be here. So if you want to write something, write everything. I will read all what you want to to write. Okay, hear me back. Yeah. Yeah, look at you, already 3 games with a big advantage. Yeah. Hope he doesn't mess it up again. Hope so. And I hope he will win in few time. Now we see what happened. Okay, 95, queen h5. Okay, he's thinking, still thinking. It's, yeah, I mean, it will be a long game again. I mean, okay, maybe uh, f4 can be an option here, but leaves some squares, so maybe f3 can be a more solid approach. I think that is better for, yeah. But in general, if I can trade this knight for this knight, okay, my knight is very active, yeah. But a simplifying position would be good. This I'm not so sure that is good for basically the fact that d4 is not so well protected, so maybe, I don't know, I don't want to weaken e3, maybe going something like queen e2 might be a good thing. I like queen e2. I want to trade queens. If she trades queens, I'm happy. If she doesn't trade queens, I can play also g3 here, maybe. Queen h3. Yeah, f3. Now f3, g4, queen here. I want to trade queens at all costs. For example, this thing might be okay. I think I like. Yeah, I think I like queen e2. Yeah, I like queen. I like queen e2 here. I like queen e2. The option of queen e2 seems reasonable to me. Seems pretty reasonable as an option. Yeah, I think I like the idea of queen e2. Proposing the queen exchange might not be bad. Yeah. Okay. Okay, maybe problem of queen e2 is it is not a problem, but maybe something like that. But I can play also f3, but knight takes this h3, and we trade queens, and now he's winning. Now I think I can go for e4. I might go for e4. I want to try to open the position, but as I said before, all moves are good here. All moves are good. There is not a single move where, okay, if we don't lose anything, material is bad. The position, because we have everything. We have everything and nothing seriously for our opponent. So this is the idea. Yeah, I don't know what to say else, because I don't know. I really don't know. If you have any questions, ask me, because I am pretty alone here. Um, okay, looking on how they are dressed, I think it is quite cold there. There is good air conditioning, I think, because yeah, both of them are yeah have hoodie, so jacket, hoodie, and this means that is very very cold. I think I would not be happy as a player. As a player, I suffer a bit the air conditioning, so yeah, I would not be happy to play in a hall with this. In fact, my hint for you guys that play in summer: don't go in a tournament without the jacket. The jacket is the main thing you have to bring, because if it is cold, if it is hot, sorry, you don't use it and okay. But if it's cold, for air conditioning, you must have it, because you are not running. Let's say it's not a football game, it's not a tennis game. You're not running and you hitting yourself. You stay, sit down. You stay, you just okay. Maybe some some tension, okay, but you don't feel very comfortable. And this is the problem. So you need a jacket. You need a jacket. My hint is bring a jacket for tournaments. I always bring a jacket because I suffer a bit the cold of air conditioning. I suffered a bit, a lot in when I was young. So the best choice I made was this. And yeah, and I am happy about my choice. Very happy. Oh, um, they're still thinking. So yeah, I need to wait for something happens. Hope he will play queen e2 to trade queens. I think that's pretty obvious. Well, just I don't know how to play. Okay, queen e2. Okay, he played queen e2. Good, good move. Good move. He yeah offers tight queens, and avoids all of uh chances that his opponent has on the queen side, on the king side. Sorry, on the king. If she doesn't trade queens, I'm fine. If you trade queens, I'm fine. I'm exchange up. I don't need the queens to win this game. And the fact here is after queen takes, after the trade of queens, rook takes is better because I want to avoid this. The fact is, I don't know what to do with black, because I can play also a 4, 5, yes, but my best option I think will be this. Rook b1, rook c2, a2 e4, and attack here, attack there. If you play 94, I can trade, I don't care, I just convert the game pretty easily. And if you don't do this, I don't know what you can do. I mean, okay, g6 maybe to bring the king up, but I can play before. And a6, a4. King g7. I might want to play h3, to avoid anything, any problem. I prefer to do this, Maybe still b5 I can do. I can play b5, takes, takes. If you play a5, I can play this. Pay attention to b6, but this is not a problem. But if you think that this is a problem, you can play b6 and attack that pawn. And as we see, there are many, many ways to win this game. The best way, I think, is just to play the Morama stuff. Go to b5, attack, minority attack, go there, and win the game. This is the main thing, and I am drinking too much. I am drinking too much water. In fact, it is a bit an issue because I will need to go to the bathroom shortly. In fact, let me, yeah, I will need to go to the bathroom a second. So let me go to the bathroom and I'm right back. Okay, here we back. Here we back. There's still nobody alive, so okay. What happened here? Lucas' opponent took the queen. He took the okay, and now Luca has to think what to do in this position. As I said before, the best way here to win for white is to set up a minority attack, to perform this minority attack. I think that's the easiest way because you want to break in b5, you open up the position, you have two rooks against one, and the knights don't have any any kind of counterplay to be fair. So I think that that's a pretty decent idea. I use my rook, I optimize my rook positioning. I think that would be the best option. I'm not sure if he will do this, but yeah, anyway, I'm pretty sure that he can find this. Mostly because it's the only concrete plan you have here, because, playing f3-4, okay, might be good, but we have the center, but we don't do anything on the center, and she can attack our center, d4 will be weak, and the structure is so good, I don't want to, to ruin it. F4 to play f5, do something on the king side, okay, but, there are no queens, so you cannot attack the king. So the only serious plan is, if I cannot go to the center. If going to the king side is not very good, let's go on the queen side and attack. And you can do in all ways you want. You can do everything. You can do everything. Okay, in fact, he played a3. Good move. Good move, a3. I'm not very sure that a3 is the move that requires a position. I prefer to play just immediately before and stop, because if it's not a problem, because I can play b5 and open a position as said before, so it is fine. And yeah, this is because if we don't play b5, yeah, I think it is this. I don't like e3 just for the case because it is not necessary. Okay, I can play before, I can play before even without a3. And yeah. The other good thing here is that he knew what to do. He understood that he has to attack on the queen side, so it is a good thing to do. I don't know what he will do, but, a3 is for sure a good starting point. Yeah. I really don't know what to do, to say, I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, knight 87. Knight 87. Knight 87, yeah. And here the best option, I think, is just take. Take this knight, that's the easiest question. Fact, I go to b4, I move a knight, and removing a knight is always a good thing. e4, the white squares are held by our bishop, black squares, they are our pawns, so it will be a very good structure, very healthy structure, I would say, and we are happy about that. I'm really happy about that. Yeah, he took. And he took. Yeah. He played before or no? 97. Okay. Yeah, they're doing a pretty working game. They mostly are out of. They, they're taking a lot of strolls here. I'm a person who walks a lot, so yeah, I understand this. But for a commentator, it is not the best ideal. Well, I really don't know what to do. I mean, pretty boring, but yeah. She took with a knight. Okay. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that, I mean, I don't know what Luca is thinking about. Before, okay, rook c1, okay. It's okay, rook c1, but, I mean, I would like to play something like before and attacking me at the, I would go for this, because if she can set up some sort of defense with a5, okay, this is still losing, but I mean, I want to, you know, fix the structure. I want to set up the structure, I want to hold everything, and yeah, this is what I want to do. So yeah, this is all. This is it. I really don't know what to add to this. Mm. Meanwhile, that nobody is on the chessboard, yeah, I think that for a psychological point of view, maybe also his opponent is not very, you know, you exchange down, you just go for a walk, and who cares about the game? That's reasonable. I mean, okay, as commentator, I would also a player, I would be quite annoyed because I want to play a fast game because I am in winning position, but you know, it's okay. I mean, it happens. It happens. So um, masters. No, go. Wait a second. No. Oh, okay. Under 2000. I just go for to see other games for them here. Pontioli. Where is Pontioli? Pontioli here. Okay, and fifth. Okay, now we go for masters. We see on masters how it is going. I don't know how it's standing on the top, but okay, it is Nikolai Maxim Ostensen with 6 points. Then a lot of guys with 5.5, 5 points, all the others. Okay, pretty decent, pretty decent. Now we see Stella, Simonetto, and Gennai. Where is Gennai? Gennai here, and it's all for, oh no, Toniolo. Okay, I forgot Toniolo. Not seeing the flags means that I need to improvise. Okay, rook c8. Now, if I don't play f4, I don't know what to do. I mean, I have to play f4 here. Okay, let's see Boraso, Francesco Boraso, the brother of Alessio Boraso. Okay, Versolimo with h3. Okay, normal line. Maybe, okay. Pretty difficult to play this position for white, sorry. In fact, the reason I stopped playing this kind of position is this, because it's very difficult to read these lines to know what to do. And yeah, now h5 is crashing, yeah. Takes, king h8. No, king h8 now, but this, because if check, your king goes to f7. Oh yeah, because now there is nothing here. So black can stay here with the king. But no, takes. H1. Okay. Okay, I'm very disappointed about this move that is marked as genial, because it's not a genius move. I mean, that's brilliant. I mean, that's good move, but tactics, easy tactics. I lose. You cannot take my knight because I lose the queen in 2. So That's not that brilliant, in my opinion, but okay. That's, you know, okay. This, okay. Okay, that's tough position. I would rather to be, I think, black, but here, just for, something like my king is exposed, I can break the center with something in the with c4. I can go on the queen side. I have double structure, yes, but I'm not that sad in this position. I think black can have an easy game if white does not solve the problem of this knight. Because this knight can go there, but I take, and nothing happens. So, yeah. Okay. Go. Then with other game, that is twist and chichery, and yeah, he was getting mated. Here, yeah, very dangerous position here for him. He lost some tempi, and yeah, he has 2 minutes against 1 hour, so yeah, I'm pretty sure that. Okay, he played bishop f5, good intermediate, but I don't think that was necessary, but we will see now after some moves. Now Stella is playing, he was slightly better here. In fact, okay, here knight d4 stops breaks everything, a5, okay. Here, why is it not that good? I like that move. Maybe it was not, okay, says that is missed move, but don't trust the engine in this case, because it is a good move. It is a good move. Okay, queen c2 better, queen c2 better, because I am pawn up, I want to avoid the bishop to go there. Yeah, queen c2 might be a better option. Here, queen g6. It's not that easy to this position, but yeah, I can force the trade of rooks, and I occupy this, and there are some threats. Yeah, he missed the queen c2, and white is just much better because I control some key squares. My queen is doing better than c4 here. So yeah, this is the reason. Then we see there's Simonetto, and he is black here in that very strange fantasy. But anyway, that was pretty okay. d6 here. This is, and for some reasons this is bad. He had to play king a8 or knight to c5 and so on. Queen a6 has the problem of this one, because if I take, I take with a knight. There is knight e4, and what happens here? What happens? Knight f6, okay. The knight enters, okay, a very long line that maybe he underestimated this. I don't know if white can find this, because it is a very forcing line with 27 minutes. It is not that clear. So he won't find it. We see now Gennai in that kata. We were here, he played knight b1. It's fine. Okay. Now he has the center, he is a pawn down, but yeah, he's a pawn down, but classical Catalan stuff. You get pawn down, but good center, good position for pieces. So, oh no, sorry, we are even material. Sorry, we're even material. I cannot count. I don't know how to count, because yeah, I took, and he didn't take back. Okay. Okay, and then Toniolo, we didn't see the game of yesterday. We didn't see the game yesterday. He lost, I think, yesterday, because he lost against the Greek guy, and yeah, he got mated pretty in very sad way. Knight b5, and then okay, knight d4 for some reason is not the best move, but okay. Now this one, and make threat, bishop f4. Okay. can improve. He can win this. We'll see now. Okay. 4 knight scotch. It's a bit annoying this because white has that slight little advantage caused by the structure. Okay, I don't like this. Why do you have to change queens now? Why do you have to change queens? Okay, I mean, I understand, but why? Why do you have to change queens? Now I have this passed pawn. No, I don't like so much this position. I don't like this. So, yeah. But let's go back to Lucas' game. Okay, finally he played before. Yeah, he's playing... Okay, he's playing pretty fast for the standards I'm used to comment Lucas' games. So, means that he's quite, safe. You know what to do. He knows what to do. Just checking some lines, and it's fine. If you stay in position like this, thinking like 2-3 minutes, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I really don't know what to do now. I mean, I don't know because it's winning position. There's nothing seriously interesting to see. I have no questions on the chat. So yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, just write something in the chat. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. Luca starts up and goes for a walk. Well, what can I say? What can I say? I don't have much to say here. I'm pretty honest. Yeah, his opponent is thinking a lot. We have moved 23, so she has to go a bit faster. But yeah, Lucas' plan is good. You go for b5. You cannot take. She cannot take because the rook is hanging. If a6, still this is fine because I can play this. That's not as good because rook a8 leaves this pawn undefended. So maybe just a4 and play b5 and usual stuff. Usual minority attack stuff. Yeah, but that's this. Not this. Just a4. a4 and I don't know how white can not win this game. I really don't know how. So before and we wait for something happening. We see what are her plans. I don't think she is too focused, so maybe there can be some resign in short. I don't know. For the point of view commentator that don't know what to do, it seems reasonable. But yeah. I really don't know what to do. I mean, okay, let's play. I don't know, checkers. I don't know. Okay, I have to move. A6. Okay, the live went a bit, yeah, went slow. Yeah, that's very. I don't know what to say here. I really don't know what to say. I don't have any lines to analyze. I don't have any idea to analyze. I mean, just I don't know, a4 here, but I can play b5 evenly. I mean, this okay. If this I can just take there, and if you take this, I put my bishop in a6. I can play ok1, rook b2. I can do anything in this position. I can do whatever I want. And yeah, that's pretty, you know, I wouldn't say sad, but I don't know what to comment here. So I think I just wait for something happening. But yeah, okay. Here Luca came back on the chessboard. But I mean that's pretty obvious. A4, let's play a4, then b5. And that's it. That's it. You have to play this. Very fast moves. You don't have to think so much. So yeah. I go to fill my water because it's empty. I will come back in few minutes. Okay, here me back with a very good water. Yeah, Luca is thinking I think a bit too much, in my opinion, for the rhythm of the game. Because there's nothing complex to think about. Just go for a4, b5. But yeah, it's okay to make sure that you have seen everything correctly. It's fine. But you know, it's the only way that you can lose here is if you blunder something. Okay, Luca has already blundered something in some games, so I understand the fear to blunder something, but there's really nothing to be worried about. a4, a4, b5. After a4, I don't know, if b5, I can take, or I can also play this. It's fine. Maybe the takes might be good because I go on b7, so if you play rook a8, I play a6 firstly, because if I play this, it's okay, it's still winning, but, you know, I don't want to trade so many pawns. It's fine, it's winning, because I will win somehow, some way, the d5 pawn, there is no mate threat, so... Okay, it's good for us. But that's maybe not what white what we want to do. Maybe after this rook a8, a6, because what happens after this? We take on c6 and we attack the pawn to a6. If you play a5, no problem. Okay, it's fine. I go with rook b2, I go with there and attack your pawn. You have very bad pieces, they don't know what to do exactly, and this bishop is very powerful because controls those two outpost squares for the knight, because if it weren't for this bishop, this knight might be some annoying. Not in e4 because I can play f3, but in c4 I defend this. I have to give it exchange for, you know, and playing an endgame with rook and two pawns against rook. It's not what I want in general. So, yeah. Well, yeah, I saw all the lines. I mean, I don't have anything to say. I really don't have anything to say because I have analyzed all the lines, all the possible with lines that make sense. So breaking here and nothing else happens. It's, you know, nothing else I can say. So knight b5, good move, yeah, but everything goes this, and yeah. Well, okay, finally he plays a4. That is the thing that he has to play. He has to play this. He cannot play anything else. He must play this. Whew. Okay, here's opponent coming. And we will see what she will play. Okay, let me synchronize the video just to do something. Again, the screen went black, so okay. In this position, what would I do with black? I would just think a bit and move fast because I don't want to suffer anymore. I know that's lost. I just play because it's not in that I resign in that position. But I just play fast. I just make sure that I don't have any time travel. So if and there are any complication in future, I will have time. I just play fast because if he plays well, he wins. I know this. So just play fast. I don't give him any time to think. My moves are easy. I mean, I don't know what to do, so I can play something like King 7, King F8, King 7, King 6, centralize the king. It is my cat. It is my cat. Hello. I just go to see how my cat is doing and okay, nothing happened, just my cat. Okay, I don't like at all this move. I don't like it all. A5, I don't like this move. I don't like this move. Why I don't like this move? Because you don't give the chance to perform the minority attack and create some weaknesses. I don't like this move. I don't like this move. A5 is bad move. Because, I mean, okay, if I play this, I can play b5. Even. Because this knight, this rook, sorry, is not very well placed. But why would I have to close this position? I made all this plan for playing minority attack. I don't have any knight to play some c5, so a5 is a very bad move. Very bad move. I don't have any reason to close this. I don't have any reason to close the position in like that. I really don't know why. Because now you have to win again the position. You have to like do f3, f4, e4, but it creates some risks. I don't know why. I don't know why it's so difficult to win this position now. I think that's okay. Still good, still fairly good, but yeah, he spent a lot of time to think here, and he made up with this move that I don't like. I don't know what is in his mind. I hope something good. I hope something good for sure. But I don't think that is a good plan. I don't think that is a good plan. What he played. Okay, Ook EC2. Okay, for playing by b5. But now the problem is that I just remove my rook. I go rook b8, rook e8, rook e8. Maybe it might be good because after, okay, there is maybe this plan that is pretty interesting because I go with the rook, but it's very complicated plan. It's very complicated plan. Maybe, yeah, okay, rook a8 to defend a6. I don't know. Now this is not that good for us because of that. Okay, still exchange up, still winning, yeah, but it's less winning. It's less win position as before. We can see this. We can clearly see this, I think. I hope we can see this. We cannot see the video screen, but I really don't know what to do in this position for as white. I don't know. I would not know. But as for black, I'm pretty confused because he did so good. Then after, instead of taking on of pushing off b5, just make a5 and close the position. And if you're scared of this pawn hanging, because there's no issues of this, because there's no reason, I just taken b7, a6, and okay. But if you're scared, you can use the other rook that is doing nothing to defend this, and then play b5. You don't have any risk. If you want to play this, okay, let's play this. Then I can also play this to open up my position. No, okay, it's better to not. But I'm not very worried about that. I mean, okay, I just moved the knight. I moved the knight, and I'm happy because this knight is very annoying. I move, I don't know, rook here to make sure that this bishop is not going anywhere. It is a bad bishop. I can win very easily here. If she keeps the knight, it will be still not an easy position. I have to make sure to don't create any outpost. For example, an interesting idea would have been here 98, because I can try to go to b5, maybe. Okay, maybe that's not a very good plan, but that's an idea. That's another plan that I don't want her to concede, because, I mean, why would I have to do something like that? Okay, Luca, come back to the chessboard. Luca. Come on, let's go. And now we are at move. No, it's fine. Knight f6. Oh my! I mean, okay, the position is bad. It's not a bad move for her. I mean, okay, you see the engine. It says that from 2.2 goes to 3.4. Okay, it's fine, but I mean, the position is very bad. The best move is to play rook a8, because the only plan that white has active is b5, and you want to counterattack on a5. That's very tough to say. I mean, with black, you want just to survive, and to defend the rook is, I think, a good plan. I would have moved the rook because, tactically speaking, it is not very safe. This, b5 takes, bishop takes. Even if now it doesn't work, it doesn't mean that it will never work. So I would be happy to, stay calm and don't do anything. So, yeah. The problem is here that knight f6 must be punished with b5. But b5 is very tough to see. Yeah, b5, yeah, b5 is very strong move, but yeah, he has to find it, and having played a5 before, I mean, b5, he has to play it before. Now b5 is very good, ok2 is good, everything is good here, everything is good, except a5, because you have to open up the position here. You have to open, you have one rook against the knight, rooks work very well in an open position, and okay, f3, I don't understand this move. I mean, okay, it's okay. That's a move. Okay, as I said, it's winning anywhere. Yes, you win in all cases, but why I have to play f3 to weaken the e3 pawn, because okay, you never lose the e3 pawn, but I might have some troubles. And my opponent has 40 minutes, I move 27. At move 40, we have more more increment. I might want to complicate a bit the lines. Maybe it does not convince on b5, and I understand because b5 is not that easy move to see, to evaluate. And I think that he played a4 and e5. He does not have any clear idea what to do here, even if that's very easy, I would say. But maybe it's because I'm 2100, 2100, so maybe it is this. But I mean that's very easy for white for win this. It just okay. In fact, here now king f2 I think should be the best move for prophylaxis. But now the b5 idea is no longer active. I mean, okay, it's no longer so useful because there is no rook in c8. So yeah, I don't like this what he is doing. In fact, I find that his opponent is kind of more not not so sad now. The reason I think it neither her so a clear way to win this. It's probably that. It's probably this. But yeah, anyway. Yeah. Bishop d7, okay, good move because you have to defend, because probably she saw that b5 has some tables for this thing and c6 falls, so she saw this and is still, and yeah, that's not a good plan now. So bishop d7, she playing very prophylactic stuff, very, yeah, now she's playing well because she had the plan clear in mind. She saw what he wants to do, what Luca wants to do, and tries to avoid it. Yeah, that's okay. Her reasoning is okay. Now it's losing. Yes, I know, but maybe not so losing. I don't know how we lose in few moves. Before I saw also from her that she was working around. She wasn't that concentrate, and this happens in general when you know you are losing. You don't want to resign because you know that's not a resignable position. This is not that lost position. I mean, white still has 100% chance of winning this, but okay, not 100% because seeing yesterday, no, but okay. And the fact is, yeah, that's pretty obvious too. Now, yeah, when you have a rook up, you have exchange up, something like that, you want to open up the position to make your pieces work better. The only way you want to close the position is when you have the knight, not the rook. And open up the position would be devastating. Here, the position would be very good because this knight, okay, can go on c4. Yeah, but what do you do? I mean, also this, no, wait, where that was the line that analyzed here? Yeah, this one. Oh, that was this one? Yeah, takes, and knight c4. Something like this is very fair. I mean, okay, rook b2, b6, and I make the center, I make the king. Now it's very easy to win this because this pawn cannot advance anymore. I don't care about that because I got here. My rook is safe. My king will go in d2, and I'm winning. This pawn does not scare me at all. And h3 is again a move that's so passive. I mean, he's trying to think like that. My feeling for Luca this is that he doesn't know what to do, and he's living like a day for a day, move by move. He thinks 2 minutes, 1 move, 2 minutes, 1 move, but without any clear plan in mind. This is my opinion, because these moves are not useful for a general strategy of the game. Because h3, what do we want to do with h3? You want to, I don't know, push on g4? You still can do, because you had the pawn to f3. So it does not make any sense, h3. You want to push h4 while having to push the pawn. And so, I don't know, just king f8, maybe g6. g6, I like g6. I like g6. g6, h5, no, maybe just this. Yeah, I don't know what to do, but good luck for you for finding something. This is the fact. I mean, that's not. No, I don't like what White is playing now. I don't really like. I'm not agreeing. I don't like the last 5 moves. I think were very bad from Lucas' point of view. Yeah, they were very bad. He played an okay game. I mean, till there, it was good. I mean, okay. It's developed pieces, maybe bishop f4, not the best one, but it's still fine. I mean, you just want to, bring the bishop out, so g5 f4 is good. I prefer g5, but okay. And now we do this good move, but then you have to win this, because okay, if the exchange up, okay, good, but you have to win the position with an exchange up. And good luck on winning this. He did a good thing. He put the knight in e5, he tried the queens, and there it's very fine position for him. I don't have anything to blame about. It's still okay. Still okay. Tried the knight. Rook c1 does not make any sense, to be in my opinion. Maybe before was better, but okay. Here, rook c8, not very good, but before, and this, and then you have to go for a4, b5. But if I play knight b6, you have to still to go for b5, because this you're not scared. And if this one, it's fine, it's still fine, because okay, I maybe want to take in c6. If b takes, I can take this knight, and that's okay. If this, I'm fine, I can go play e4, yeah, that's good, but I can do anything. Now, if I close the position, my rooks are useless, are not useful. h3 is not a good move. h5 and g4, okay. Maybe here I want to play h4. h4 might be good, because I don't want to open the position. But yeah, takes, g6. Yeah, that's pretty okay. I mean, I'm nosy. Yeah, I know. But you have to be very consistent to know how to capitalize this. So I don't think Luca knows exactly what to do here. I'm pretty sure about that. In fact, he's thinking a lot. Okay, got me food, and that's good. Good food. I think I will pause and go to have dinner, I think. So yeah, we'll get back in like 20 minutes. And yeah, see you later. I am back 1 second because I saw can happen something here in few moves. I think it might happen something because now e4 is ready and there might be some changes on the structure and the position. So okay, e4 is not a good move. No, okay. Bad move. I lose g4. He loses g4. I mean, takes. Bishop takes. Yeah, that's not the position I would like to get. This it takes bishop e6. Okay, that's winning. Okay, that's winning. I agree. But okay, I probably would rather to do this and then push. Why do I have to rush into it? I mean, when I had the chance to rush the position with b5, I didn't do, and now I have to rush when there's something hanging. No, I don't agree with this. With all these plans, I don't agree with anything. I'm sorry, but I don't agree with anything. Yeah, now knight takes. I think it's all forced. I think that's all forced. Now it's right to stay a bit calm to think if it is worth it to play this or not. The funny thing is that, okay, here we lose, so it's forced to take with the rook, not with this. And maybe bishop e6, maybe it's better to keep a rook, because in general, if we are exchange down, it's better to keep a rook, because you can occupy the one column, you can hold something. It's in general better. In general better, not always better, but in this case, I think yeah. She takes with the knight. It's fine to do this. And now is a big question: should I take with knight with rook? Should I trade rooks or not trade rooks? I would not trade rooks, in my opinion, but it's not okay. She trade rooks. Okay. Luca will for sure take with the rook because you don't want to lose a pawn, even if that position is not that bad, because you know this I have this structure. I can make okay d5 no, but here I don't want to give him her passed pawn, so it's fine. Rook takes, but yeah. Now bishop e6, I close everything and try to hold. Now this is the chance that black can have. I have a pawn, I have exchange down, engine says that's completely winning, but I don't care about engine, to be fair, I don't care about engine. And yeah, let's make some, yeah, let's play this. Bishop e6. Okay, king g3, and now we have a very long endgame where black has to, yeah, hold. White can enter. I like, you know, it's winning in really a lot of cases. Maybe, yeah, maybe here, yeah, maybe. Okay, e4 maybe is not that good for that reason, because I want to keep a rook. So bishop e6 now. why would I want to keep a rook? Because if we are material down and material disadvantage, we want to hold the position. We want to don't trade as much pieces as possible. Now here, I think it's logical because this bishop is good. This knight is not going anywhere, so it's fine. But now bishop e6. And now it's not that easy to know what to do because after this I can play with d8, and you have to defend this pawn. And so what you do? You put a king or you put a rook. You put a king, it's fine, okay. But after f6, I can make some threat. Okay, not now because this bishop is hanging. But you know, if you play g4, my bishop is free to move. If you don't play g4, I am free to move on f6. And that's not very clear. Rook h1, I just stay here. Okay, maybe rook h8 is very annoying, so I might want to stay here. Yeah, okay, maybe king f6. And then, okay, king h2. And I stay here. I don't know what I can do. King here? No, I don't know. But maybe just this, because the king stays to defend. Yeah, I'm pretty confident. That is not that easy, that position for white to win. I mean, Luca could win this position in a very easy way because you just stay here, stay calm, and something happens. Don't have any rush into it, and okay. Now we've moved 38. And yeah. I'm waiting for something happening. Yeah, okay. I'm not very big fan of this move because it gives some freedom to the bishop. Maybe I wanted to, go here with the king, see what to do. If you play f6, I play g5 because this is open up the position. This bishop becomes useless. I can go there and attack there. I can enter with the king. I can do anything I want. So yeah, I'm very happy about that position for white, for Luca. So I think he will manage to win this, even if he's not doing the most precise plans. But the position is so winning that everything is good. Okay, rook e5, good move to avoid the king to enter, and that's fine. Okay. I think I will go dinner and then we will see what will happen. So yeah, see you in some minutes. I hope that the game will end shortly. I remember that at 9 minus 5 minutes I will go to work. So yeah, I'm at this, and I will say hi to you, and we see in 10-15 minutes. Okay, here we're back. And Luca is again in winning position. He's trying to understand what to do. It's not that easy position now. The fact I don't like g5 here is this, because now king cannot go there. This is the problem. And if king cannot go there, it will be longer for winning. I mean, I think the best way is to reroute the rook like there and do something. But yeah. Anyway, after king e6, I think I will close the live because I have to go to work. I ate dinner, yeah, but I have to go. So yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, hope you enjoyed this live. The 0 people were here, so yeah. So anyway, goodbye. See you.